Hey guys, one more episode about the 75 TR6 in the Rusty Beauty's garage, and now that we have the engine finally running somewhat smooth, we can finally try and tune up those Strombergs and see if we can make her run properly, because we know that she was running rich last time. Let's see about that. So she is warm. I ran her already a few times. And now, because I'm not sure if you're gonna hear me while the engine is running and I'm doing the test, I'm gonna try to explain it before I do it, and then we can do it together. So we're gonna start the engine and we're gonna have to equalize the airflow on both sides. Both carbs need to have certain amount of airflow that is the same. To adjust the airflow, we adjust it with the idler screw. We adjust how much the throttle is open or closed. But because the two are connected, the two carbs are connected now through the linkage, if I press this one, I also open this one, and that's what we don't want to happen. So for this reason, we're gonna we're gonna loosen one of these links here, and that's gonna disconnect the two carbs. And then I'm gonna be able to play with the idler screw only on this one or only on this one separately. So we're gonna open it or close it so we have airflow. So we're gonna try to adjust it somewhere in the middle. And once the two carbs are equalized, the airflow, then there's this very simple trick here. You take a screwdriver. So I don't know if you see the piston here, I hope you do, but as the car is running, if you just turn the screwdriver a little bit so the piston moves up by 1/16 of an inch, and we listen to the engine as it's running, when you lift it and hold it there, if the engine starts raising the RPM a lot, this means that this carb is running rich. If we lift the piston and the RPMs raise and then they come back to normal, that's where we want to be. If we lift it and the RPMs go down and the engine stalls, this means that we're running lean. So we're gonna test both of them, and we're gonna adjust them by turning. Basically with this tool we need to reach inside, and we can turn the screw that holds the needle inside the jet. When the engine is idling, we can adjust how far the needle goes inside the jet and how much fuel we're drawing with this certain airflow that we have here. So of course we're gonna have to open here, reach down and turn the screw, but that screw is directly going through the piston, and we don't want the piston to turn, because if the piston turns we might break the diaphragm here. So that's why we have this stopper for the piston with this little tab here falls into a hole on the piston, and now we can hold the piston while we are turning this screw. So basically that's the idea. So let's see how everything is going to work. So let's disconnect the linkage. There you go. So now if I press this throttle open, that only affects this carb. So if I press here, it only affects this carburetor. So I'm gonna disconnect actually. I'm gonna turn this off as well. Okay, so now the gas pedal doesn't do anything. So now let's measure the airflow. So on this carb, it's low, and this one is low. Let's raise it a little bit. So we're gonna turn the idler screw half a turn on both of them. Okay. This might lose a little bit. think we're pretty close now. So now let's see what's gonna happen with this carb if we lift the piston up. It's raising and it's staying up. Let's see with this one. This one too, raising. It raises and it stays up. Okay. Looks like they're both a little bit too rich still. So this is how we do it. We turn this until it falls. Okay, now it fell into the groove. So now I just need to hold it steady while I'm turning this. So now this tool is inside, and if we tighten that lifts the needle up and lets more fuel go through the jet. If we loosen here, that pushes the needle down and closes the hole around it and lets less fuel go. So left is lean, right is rich. Lefty leany, righty richy. So I'm gonna just do it quarter turn. Yeah, I can't even turn it. Okay. Just a quarter turn. Now this is oily. Let's do the same here. Just a quarter turn. Now it's in the groove. There you go. Let's try that again. It looks like it needs more. So we're gonna do maybe another quarter or another, what? Let's do another half a turn. Okay. And let's test it again. More. I'm afraid we're gonna run out of threads on the screw. That brings the needle down, but we will see. I'm gonna do another half turn, or maybe 3/4. Let's say 3/4. This way we are at 1.5 turn already from the beginning. I don't know, I think we have like 2.5 turns altogether of threads on the screw. I'm not really sure, but there's a point in which the needle can come off the screw and then you don't control it anymore. Let me touch it underneath. No, it's still away from that point. Okay, that's half, 3/4. Still the same, pretty much. Another half turn. I'm not sure that I'm doing anything anymore. I'll try one last time, but maybe I'm pretty sure that the needle is off the threads now of the screw, of the adjusting screw. Another half turn. This is where we're gonna leave it. That's gonna be the last time, and then we're gonna decide what to do from there. She's still running rich. That's where we're gonna leave it. I'm gonna tighten the linkage. So that is some pretty blue smoke, isn't it? And this time she might run a little bit rich. I think we're gonna order new needles for the carbs and change the needles because something is wrong here. We will see. We're gonna have to work a little bit more on the carbs, but that's gonna happen when we get a rebuilding kit for them. But I think that we definitely should consider taking this engine out and rebuilding it, because she is burning she is burning oil, and it comes from the either from the cylinder head, or it's from piston rings, it's whatever. I can definitely see there's a lot of blow by, because when I pull this out, she smokes like crazy from there too. So she needs to be rebuilt. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. We played a little bit again. It was quite a few days for me actually, but that's my problem here, because I couldn't figure out what was going on with these spark plugs. I don't know. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.